Hey Internet. Well, today's prompt is writing. I can't think of any ideas. That's got to be the biggest problem with writing, not being able to think of what to write. I know I haven't written anything normal in a while because I've been sort of focusing on a giant crossover fanfic thing. But you know, when you have one idea, you just kind of get fixated on it, and there's not really any other space in your brain for anything else, which makes studying a bit of a problem.
And we make videos and stuff.
Oh, Nat, remember in grade 12? That lit class? I brought the book with me, because I thought I might use it, because we took English classes. And I didn't end up using it. Why Do We Care About Literary Characters by Blakey Vermeule. Yeah, a book I kind of got annoyed at because she seemed to say a lot without saying very much. But some of the things she said were very interesting, like when she was talking about cognitive simulation. So you know how when you're writing characters sometimes, or ideas, or thoughts, they seem to kind of take over. It doesn't seem like you're the one writing anymore. Well, in this book, Vermeule explains it as a sort of simulation, that we're actually simulating a situation, and so it feels to us like we're actually going through these steps, these actions, whatever it is we happen to be thinking of. Vermeule talks about a study. A bunch of authors were interviewed, famous authors, not so famous authors, just people who wrote. And when they were talking about the illusion of independent agency, that these characters would seem to have minds of their own, it was like they were taking down the lives of the characters. I just find it really interesting that writers in general will have this experience of characters doing their own thing, that they're so invested in this process that they feel as though they're not the ones doing it anymore because they are a part of the world. They're not dictating anymore, they're not playing at God, they're just in the world itself. Another part of the prompt we had written down was about fanfiction. Sometimes I get annoyed at fanfiction because it's poorly written, not well thought out, written by someone who doesn't usually write. But that's the great thing about fanfiction sites and all this writing being posted on the internet, is that people who don't normally write, who don't have a career in writing, who might not have the time or the skill, can still post all this on the internet for people to read, that this is available, and that it's a possibility to share it with people even though you're not a published novelist or in the profession. The problem with novels is that we tend to conceive of them as one great big work. A perfect, completed whole, edited, polished. We don't tend to see the drafts, the edits, the failed versions. We look at this huge thing, this hundreds of thousands of words published, put out to the world, and we think, I could never do that. But when we look online and we just see bits of things, we think, oh, I could do that, and we get into the writing process. So to those who say fan fiction is degrading the writing, I quite disagree. I think it's one of the best methods of getting people into writing, and I defend my work.